Hello, YouTube, and welcome, fellow knife enthusiast. Today, today we have a 6-leaf knife. This is a knife so good, I actually bought one for my brother. So that just, I don't know what it is about this 6-leaf knife. Out of all the knives I have, out of all the knives I've handled, for some reason, just this micarta, the blade shape on this, I I love the ergos on it. I mean the choke up, even you can put your finger way up here for some real fine cutting if you have to. I mean, just the build quality of it, the action of it, it is absolutely drop shut. I mean, it just flings out. Plus, I know my brother's the kind of person who's not going to carry a small knife or doesn't have to carry a small knife. Uh, he's somebody who can appreciate a slightly larger knife, like me. And this is a pretty wide knife. It does have kind of wide blade stock on it. But like all the edges look like they're bead blasted. And then the action on it. And I actually did not think when I ordered this and bought it, I did not think for a second that I was going to like the blade shape. I thought I might like the knife. I just wanted to try a bunch of 6-leaf knives out. You can pick them up on eBay at auction. Unfortunately, this one, the SL02 Rattlesnake Design D2, but I always see these going at auction. I looked it up. I thought I paid like $32, but here I bought two of them and I won them both at auction for 28 bucks. So I won this one at auction, and I carried it quite a bit on me. I thought about it for a long time, and I kept seeing them selling on eBay at auction, and seen a couple go kind of cheap for like 24 bucks and 22 bucks, which you cannot beat the quality of this knife. I mean, for deep carry pocket clip, and it's real deep carry too. Almost the entire thing is hid in your pocket. And I really love how the pocket clip is. The pocket clip is in line with the flipper. So when you put it in your pocket, you can still reach your hand in past this knife. Even though it's a large knife, most of this carries in the back corner of your pocket. So if you carry this in your right pocket, tucked in the corner, then you can still reach your hand right in your pocket, right past this. And the action on it, it only has the flipper, which is one reason I almost didn't get it for my brother. I want my brother to get a knife with a spidey hole so he can spidey flick it. And that's one reason I didn't really want to get this knife for him. But the action's absolutely amazing. Now, of course, I could have got him a Gonzo that has absolutely amazing action. Which this instantly falls back on the detent track. Instantly. Very drop shot. Can't spidey flick this one or nothing. This is a FH11 in D2. Pretty much same exact length. But this is a pretty skinny knife. But this has absolutely amazing action. This has one of the best action out of any of the Gonzos. They have a FH11S, a small variation, and this thing's still brand new, but I'm sure it would break right in like the other one. But for the price of this, there's not a whole lot of knives you can get. Get them something like this. This has some of the best action I have ever felt in my life. It's just the action of this EF knife, and this EF knife particularly, this, I don't even know the damn number. It's not on it. Damn you, EF. But it's one with this groove up here, and it's the easiest knife I have to like Spidey flick. Like, it's very, very comfortable to Spidey flick. For 24, 27 bucks for this Ethan Grow knife or Ethan Grow knife. I mean, the action is just ridiculous. Completely fall shut. And you can get this in black, or you can dye this whatever color you want. But it's about the same exact size too. So this feels like a large knife, but it's really as big as any of these other ones. Kind of wanted my brother to get something with micarta. So if you have a dad, a brother, a husband, a boyfriend, anybody, and they like knives and you get them this, they're going to love it. I know it. Like this Sativian knife. And D2. Of course, there ain't no freaking number on this one either. The action's not quite as good, but it has a really satisfying Spidey flick. This Sativian, the giveaway knife. Sativian ST131 and D2. And I put a mirrored edge on for the winner. So make sure you go back, watch the video for this Sativian for my 100 subscriber giveaway. Thanks to everybody for subscribing to my channel. I'm at like 139 subscribers as of right now. So we're almost 100 away. We're 110 away from my 250 subscriber giveaway. So for just comparing the micarta here, definitely this is like a burlap micarta. I'm not sure what this is. Might be like a burlap too, but a tighter woven one. But really appreciate everybody subscribing to the channel though. And hell, we might hit 250 within the next 2 weeks. I'm pretty confident within the next 2 weeks we'll hit 250 subscribers, which will be pretty awesome. We'll be halfway to 500. Then we'll have to try and figure out what the 500 subscriber giveaway knife will be. But yeah, I was really tempted to get my brother something like this. But like I said, this is like a pretty basic blade design, besides having the fuller up here where you can Spidey flick off of. And being in micarta for less than $30. I mean, you can't beat that. Absolutely amazing action. And how in the heck can I leave out the QSP Penguin? I mean, one of my favorite EDC knives. But like I said, I like the size of this one. I like the ergos on it. That's pretty much was a deciding factor for me, were the ergos on this. Maybe you'll get a penguin for Christmas, because everybody needs a penguin. And let's face it, we all don't always wear jeans well, I do. I wear carpenter jeans, so I can always fit a big knife in my pocket. Even my work jeans are carpenter style Carhartt jeans. So I wear the uniforms at work. But gotta have a QSP penguin. How about the full-size Ontario Rat? An awesome EDC knife. And it's handle's about the same exact size. A little bit longer. And the ergos on Ontario Rat are freaking awesome. Just because of the way the blade sits in your hand. Like, the blade sits just slightly above your hand. I don't know. It's hard to describe, but it makes for pretty good ergos with it. It's on washers, so I know it would last him a long time, especially because he works outside. And he likes to go hunting and stuff like that, so. A Spyderco that's with L-Max steel, or one of the highly resistant stainless steels, I probably recommend for him for hunting or work. Because the D2 probably would eventually rust if he gets caught in the rain or something. How about another crazy knife that I absolutely love? One of my favorite knives to carry on me. See, it's got a lot of wear. Still has a mirrored edge on it, but I've cut through bags of sand, the plastic bags you get from Home Depot of sand. I cut through bags of gravel, bags of mulch, whatever. This is a hard use knife. I mean, amazing action on it. You can spidey flick it. And it has a flipper. But I think this knife's about $50. So it's $20 more than this. I could almost get him this if I got a good deal on it and a QSP Penguin for the price of this CRKT. So if you're watching this, brother, you'll just have to get your own CRKT. Because I do recommend it for anybody. It is an awesome knife. One of the first knives I got that I could spidey flick. So it's actually one of the knives I learned how to spidey flick off of. It's also the knife that I learned how to sharpen a recurve. I was really intimidated by this recurve. And, it could use touched up. But at one time, that was a nice, shiny, mirrored edge that could shave hair from tip to tip. I think I did a pretty good job on that recurve. I was pretty scared to even attempt a recurve. But this was also duller than shit. So, how about a Tucson? I mean, I love Tucson. Come on. Got to get my brother a Tucson. Sooner or later, I think I will have to get my brother a Tucson. Everybody needs a Tucson. And this has awesome micarta. I don't know why people talk down on Tucson's micarta. I like it. I've never had an issue with it. I have a lot of different brands in micarta, and I like the texture and I like it. And it's similar to this one. This one's smoother. Uh, this one has a longer blade. I mean, it's a Tucson too. This one has nice jipping on the top. Awesome action like all Tucsons. But it's not a deep carry pocket clip. This is an older design of theirs. Let me know down in the comments if you know if Tucson offers any kind of like deep carry pocket clips for these. Because a lot of the older knives, the ones under 100, like number 45, 43, 23, 21, they would have these clips like this. Is there a deep carry alternative? But then again, this is $44, or I think it's 44. It might be 54 now. Everything keeps going up in price. But I'm pretty sure when I picked this up or when I got it, it was like 44 bucks. So that's still almost $20 more than that one. And I say eBay at auction because I've looked on, there's none listed on eBay for sale. And I looked on Amazon and AliExpress. Well, no, I think it is on AliExpress. It might be like 32 bucks on AliExpress. But I couldn't find it on Amazon. And I couldn't find nobody selling one on eBay. But it's always on there for auction. If you just look up 6-leaf knives, eventually you'll see this listed at auction. But I can't recommend it enough. I absolutely love it. Like I said, I've carried it in my pocket a lot. So I guess I can show my other. That ain't a 6-leaf. That's a petrified fish. Where are my 6-leafs at? Oh, we got the old steak cutter. That's about all the good this is. It's a non-locking knife and a wood handle and kind of flimsy blade. It's razor sharp though. All 6 leaves are rattlesnake design, so I'm pretty sure rattlesnake. I just watched Love Them Knives, and he knows the designer name for rattlesnake, and this is a SL01, so it's the first one. D2. I like how it's up in the folder like that. Really nice looking G10 deep carry pocket clip. Amazing action. Front flipper that I flipped up. There we go. That's better. This is a SL12 D2. Your best bet, though, is to get the best deal on them, just like a Tucson, is going to be try to win it at auction on eBay. For some reason, people who list these on eBay ask crazy money. Some of these knives you'll see listed on there for 55, 65, 75 bucks. And if you go on the website, this I think is the most expensive 6-leaf knife I have right here. These are like 65 or 60, between 60 or 70 on their website, which they have a website on AliExpress. That's where they sell their knives at. But I've been really impressed with 6-leaf's knife. Like I said, if I go somewhere, eat a steak or something, this ain't a bad a bad steak knife, your own personal steak knife that you know has your own personal razor edge on it, which this one don't. It's still a factory edge, but I could easily put a razor edge on it. And this one, I've carried this one quite a bit at work too. It's a really fun fidget knife. It's really easy to deploy. I just really wanted my brother to have something with micarta. And out of all the different knives I've got with micarta, that's like my favorite one. This has awesome action. At first, I did not like it, but I think it just needed to break in. Once it broke in, I absolutely love this knife now. I don't like how blocky it is. I don't care for blocky square knives. I mean, it can stand up like that Tucson I showed the other day. But if you've never checked out 6-leaf knives, they're definitely worth checking out. Amazing knives with amazing action. But I think this makes a good gift for anybody who likes knives. Almost touched the blade there. And I've never taken this apart. I've never had to do absolutely nothing to it. Absolutely nothing. Haven't sharpened it yet. And I've used it a lot. I've cut rope and all kinds of shit with this. Not like a cut test, not sitting there just because I needed to cut a piece of rope and it was in my pocket. So looks like it would have a skinny handle, but man, it just feels so good in the hand. The freaking ergos on it are just insane. Like even the reverse hold, the defensive posture, it's comfortable. Comfortable. Any way you hold it. Walk-up's perfect on it. Drop shut. Never even had to oil it or take it apart or clean the bearings or nothing. I did have to clean off the blade before the video though. I'll admit that. But I guess we can see if it's sharp real quick while you guys hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. And yeah, this is still sharp. I don't feel anywhere getting hung up or nothing. So even though I've used this, even at work, I haven't had no chipping of the edge or nothing. If you guys have this knife, own any other 6-leaf knives, let me know down in the comments what you think. If you have even been thinking about or considering this one, do it, pull the trigger next time. I can't recommend this knife enough. I mean, it just, every time I deploy it, puts a smile on my face. And like I said, the ergos on it are just insane. Got the front choil. Can do some really, really precise cutting with this. Really precise. As I can't even cut through the paper like that. Huh. That's funny. Well, thanks for watching. Have an awesome day and stay sharp.